Alrighty guys, back for another video here. Ichigo Kingsley. Pretty sure that's my YouTube name. I'm bad at that. Anyway, so today, some of you might think is a mismatch. I've actually seen it come up in a couple debates. Debates I follow on YouTube, like channels. So Yhwach, the Almighty from Bleach, the captain of the Stern Ridders, the guy that bestowed 26 different powers on 26 different people, A through Z. Not going to touch on all those. I'll touch on a couple different ones that would hugely help him in this fight, because he gonna need it. He's fighting Beerus, the god of destruction from Dragon Ball Z. Now I'm just saying, I'm laughing because some of you guys are like, oh yeah, Beerus fucking one shots, claps, done. No, it doesn't. It's false. And we are going to go over Beerus first because Yhwach takes a little bit of time. So, Beerus makes his first appearance when he wakes up from his sleep in the movie Battle of the Gods. He has this dream where he sees this god Super Saiyan, where he wants to go fight him. And then Whis tells him that Goku, this Super Saiyan, beat Frieza, and he's like, Beerus craps his pants. He's like, holy cow, he beat Frieza? I gotta go fight this guy. So he goes. We'll backtrack a little bit, and we know Goku at this point is Super Saiyan 3, he's beaten Buu, he's easily galaxy to multi-galaxy in power, no doubt, probably a little higher now that he's trained, so we'll say like multi-galaxy plus, for sake of argument. So, and I guess you could say universal if you want to, it's not too much of a stretch honestly, but anyway, so Beerus comes to King Kai's planet where Goku is residing, and Goku goes full on Super Saiyan 3, and one gets one shot, two shotted, but whatever. Like Beerus could have one shot on him with like no diff, zero diff. Go Beerus like just pooped on Super Saiyan 3 like nothing. So yeah, this guy like barely trying is showing he can just clap out a guy that, you know, beat a threat that was going to destroy the entire universe. So it's pretty crazy. And then they do end up getting Goku this god power from Vegeta, Vegeta, Goten, Trunks, and Videl, and her baby. There you go. Sorry. They all give Goku their power. He turns into a god, fights Beerus. And while they're fighting, they are shaking the macrocosm of Dragon Ball Z with just their hits, Dragon Ball Super. Just hitting their hands together, they are shaking the entire macrocosm, which was like 7 universes in size. It's pretty crazy how the Dragon Ball universe works. Like Earthrealm has hell and whatnot, heaven, and so every like planet has their realm kind of deal there, like their universe sector. But yeah, they were shaking every macrocosm in the Dragon Ball verse, which is a like lowball universal feat, but I would personally say that's pretty like it's lowball multiversal. Because they're shaking out the universes, and they're literally destroying planets in other universes, like disintegrating them, like they're whispering away, they're gone. Pretty nuts. And Beerus did actually claim that he was at full power to Goku, but he was not. He told Whis he was using like 60% of his power, if that. And I'm pretty sure the Dragon Ball God's power level was retconned. Pretty sure Seth the programmer said that happened. So at this point, we don't even think Beerus was using 60% of his power to fight Goku, and that would make a lot of sense because Goku gets all these transformations. Like he gets blue times 10 Kaioken, and Beerus is like, "Yeah, you ready to fight me?" And Goku's like, "Nah." So yeah, there's that. Beerus would still beat Goku at that point. So Beerus has all these feats. He can beat Goku like with ease. He fought Champa, all right. And just them getting mad, like just them fighting, they were throwing each other through planets, they were going to fuck up reality in that universe. Whis and Vados had to stop both of them, or else it would not have ended well. So basically you have this guy, also his speed would be like MFTL plus to like almost like immeasurable, just because he would scale to Whis, who can literally just bolt to places, and he always is traveling with Whis. Even without that though, like he is insanely fast. We'll say MFTL to immeasurable speed because he's a god of destruction. He can pretty much get anywhere obscenely fast. You don't even know he's there. For instance, when we sent him travel to Earth, that was within like 30 minutes. And that is just an insane gap, because I'm pretty sure Beerus's planet is in like the center of well, honestly I don't know where it is versus Earth, but it's a massive distance. It is huge, and they cross it within minutes. So yeah, we'll say MFTL plus to like immeasurable speed. Attack potency would be easily multi-galaxy to high multi-galaxy, being the feats that he has shown. He can beat God Goku, he can fight Champa, he can beat other gods of destruction that shown in the Tournament of Power, who should all be relativistic to multiversal. It wouldn't make sense if they're not. They're fucking gods of destruction. Like, okay, so basically we have Beerus, immeasurable speed, multi-galaxy to high multi-galaxy. It's really not a high wall. And now let's move on to Yhwach from Bleach. So as we know, Yamamoto beat him 1,000 years ago. Took him 900 years to repair everything, because Yamamoto beat him down that bad. Almost killed him pretty much. And this wasn't confirmed, pretty sure he was using the Almighty when he fought Yamamoto. And Yamamoto still beat him. But we don't know. That's a what-if scenario. What we do know is that he took his 26 powers when he was revived and bestowed them upon 26 different people for specific reasons. And his own power is called the Almighty, and he basically can see any future. People like to sleep. They're like, oh, they can only see so far. No. He can see a nigh omnipotent futures, like every fucking future. Stop downplaying it. That's how it is. For an example, he knew Ichigo was gonna come fight him. Like, he knew everything was pretty much gonna happen. He knew what Stern was gonna fight who. He knew pretty much everything about the war besides Kyoka Suigetsu, which, yeah, Aizen's wanked. He's super fucking strong. So yeah, a couple of the powers that I like to bring up would be like Gerard's power, the Miracle. So basically, and we're gonna give Yhwach all of the powers that he needs in this fight, because he's gonna need them. Because right off the bat, he's not gonna have as much AP as Beerus. His speed is actually pretty close-ish in a way, I guess. But AP is nowhere near Beerus. Anyway, back to his abilities. So he would basically, Gerard's ability is, the more you cut him down, the more stronger and more adept he becomes to fighting you. So he could use that against Beerus. He could just keep getting killed, and then just keep coming back stronger and stronger until he passes Beerus. Because as you guys know, Gerard was not going to die, like, unless Yhwach used Yaw's Way on Light. He was going to win, most likely, against Toshiro, Byakuya, and Kenpachi. Like, really no way that they would have won that fight if Yhwach wasn't just like, oh, plot armor, done, killed. Yeah, it's a good time. Anyway, another one would be like Gremmy's ability, where he can practically imagine anything. So he could pretty much just imagine, like, and this is Yhwach, this isn't Grammy, so his ability to imagine things would probably be more potent, in a sense. So, like, I'm not saying Yhwach could have contained Kenpachi's power, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, in theory, if he uses this ability correctly, he could imagine himself as maybe a god of destruction. I don't know how that would work. Should. But if it's too much power, like Kenpachi, his body would just blow apart. But then he could use the Almighty and just be like, I didn't die in that timeline. There's that. The hacks are honestly just insane. Oh, but Beerus could speed blitz. No. He would speed blitz him one time, and Yhwach would be like, wow, he's fast as fuck. And adapt. He'd see it in the future and be like, I need to be that fast. Or just slow Beerus down. Oh god, you guys are just like, nah, it can't happen. Like, that's his ability. Yeah, again, the Almighty works in all that kind of way. Like, when Ichigo went True Bankai, he was like, I don't like that, and just shit it out of existence. That's it, done. Ichigo was like, whoa, that's probably not good. Yeah. Fear probably wouldn't work against Beerus, unless you were like saying you ate his favorite fruit and he got scared and you like realized his true fears. It's a silly comment, but theoretically could maybe work. Any other ones? Lily borrows ability, I guess, to like shoot you and it always hits you. Nah, because Beerus' durability is like insane. I don't think a gun is gonna do, or spirit gun is gonna hurt him at all. I think it's gonna piss him off because his durability is, again, like around multiversal plus. Um, let's see, any other abilities that would help Yhwach? Oh, another example, when Ichibei pretty much killed Yhwach, he came back from the dead. Like, he was like, oh, I saw my death in the future and changed it. So, pretty much where I'm at is if they fought, we're going to do a couple different scenarios. We're going to do if Yhwach didn't use the Almighty, and if he did. Because totally two different scenarios. So first fight is we're going to give Gremmy's ability, Jiraiya's ability to Yhwach, and then give Beerus everything he's got. So basically what's going to happen is Beerus is going to just one-shot him and be like, oh, you're dead. Cool. And he's going to regenerate from his, the Miracle's ability and have Gremmy's. And I just want to slow it down. I'm just using a couple of his powers because they make the most sense fighting Beerus. Like, the zombification wouldn't really do anything. The blowing up wouldn't do anything. Like, the Bambietta's bomb shit wouldn't really do much to Beerus. His durability is too much. It would not do anything. So, yeah. The Miracle would work. He would just get bigger, and his power would just keep getting amped to sort of match the power, because that's kind of what it does. It's sort of made to match that of Beerus' power, or whoever he's fighting. I don't think one shot's going to make him Beerus' level, but it will give him an increase, and then he could use the imagination of Gremmy to imagine, like, I don't know, some insane hack, I guess, or put Beerus, like, seal Beerus somewhere. I don't know where the heck he'd seal him. Maybe the Mukin. Maybe it's, arguably he could seal him in the Mukin. Totally different realm from the Soul Society, and keep him. Yeah. You could say he could use that dude's jail ability to lock him in a prison, but Beerus would literally just power out of it and blow apart. If Ichigo can do it, Beerus can do it too. He's way beyond Ichigo. So I would say that Beerus could use the Hakai. And we're not saying, we are not giving Yhwach the Almighty in this fight yet. First scenario. So Beerus would eventually just get annoyed, having to just keep killing this guy. And he would realize that, yeah, he's getting stronger and faster the more I kill him, so he would probably just Hakai him and kill his soul and his body, which would kill Yhwach. Like, that would be it. So yeah, in that case, Beerus would win even if you give him the Miracle and, like, the Imagination ability. He could hold out. Definitely could imagine some certain things to fight Beerus, combat Beerus. He could even potentially imagine, like, a bunch of Yhwach clones around him, and he could just spam attacks on a Beerus, and maybe that would have an effect on him. And yes, that can happen. He can use his imagination to somewhat use clones of himself, like Naruto. So yeah, he could just jump Beerus. But I just don't see Beerus having a problem with that. He's way too fast. Way too durable. Yhwach's speed is way faster than that. I just want to touch upon that. He's around MFTL because his All My Light does it's from him, and it came from the Soul Palace, directed to the Soul Society in seconds. Massively faster than light. Immeasurable is arguable. I've heard a couple arguments for immeasurable speed. We're not gonna go there. MFTL is still really, really fucking good. And he's high, massively faster than light. He is not mid, he is way faster than light. Way, way faster. So, yeah, I would still give it to Beerus for this round overall. And now we move on to if Yhwach had the Almighty. I'm not going to sugarcoat it for you guys. Beerus would go into fighting Yhwach, and Yhwach would pretty much know that he's going to speed blitz Yhwach and kill him, rip his head off. He'd be like, alright, I'm just going to change this. All he has to do is be like, alright, you didn't rip my head off in the future, you're slow, you're not a god of destruction. And yeah, that can happen, where if we're using the proper abilities, proper hacks, we're giving every character what they have, yes, he could do that. Yhwach can change any future timeline, a nigh future timeline, nigh future timelines, like any timeline he sees fit, he can change. So basically, he could give himself like the strongest power, like the strongest Bankai ever. He does have Yamamoto's Bankai, by the way, just to let you know. So he could use that as well, like his Bankai. He could use Yamamoto's Bankai at the time. But we're just focused on the Almighty. So basically, like, yeah, he could just manipulate the future to his whim and beat Beerus. And even if he got one-shotted by Beerus or killed, he could just come back and beat him again. The only thing that beat Yhwach was a plot arrow. Yeah, it was a plot arrow, guys. Sorry. I love Dragon Ball. I do, but it's hard to argue that someone with an ability that can change any future timeline can beat someone that cannot. It's pretty simple and pretty clean cut. Like, even if Beerus beat him a couple times and he kept using Almighty, like, I don't even think it'd take him a couple times. Yhwach would just be dead once and revive himself with the Almighty and be like, oh, I saw you kill me, and now your strength is halved because I want it to be. That's what I want to change in the future. Or you could be like, you know, never make him a god of destruction. Well, I don't think his ability works in the past, so you could just nullify his power. You could just be like, yeah, I'm taking your power away in the future so you have no Hakai or whatever. You can do that. He can change the future. He can change any future that Beerus does to him, any pain that he inflicts on him, and basically just ended up killing Beerus. So, with the Almighty, Beerus would definitely... Yeah, he would lose. Like, it's again hard to defend him that he would win against the ability that can see the future. Yhwach would see him killing Yhwach and change it. He'd just be like, no, didn't happen. And yeah, he could just kill him. He could kill him. Yeah, he could use Sanct Altar to take Beerus' power too, like his Hakai in theory. So if he took his Hakai, he could use it against Beerus. And there's that. Yeah, you guys get the point. And if you have any arguments, the only one I would see is a Speed Blitz or like Hakai. Okay, great, yeah, Yhwach can see him Hakai in the future and try and change it. Like, Yhwach wins with the Almighty, like, most of the time. In my eyes, I don't see Beerus winning. So, give me your comments down below. Let me know what you think. If you think otherwise, come debate me on it. But other than that, peace.